Hey everybody, what is up? It is your boy Dixie Outlaw back again for another video. Now, today's video I'm going to talk about this BB gun a little bit, and kind of just talk about a couple other things too, just because I want to make a video that ain't super short, but I also kind of don't have one specific thing to talk about to make a video. To make a video as long as I want to make it. Sorry, y'all, I just accidentally kicked the tripod. Now this video is going to be unedited, which means there's no pausing, no takes, no none of that. Literally, whatever you see is what you get. Hold on, y'all, I'm having to adjust this. So that's kind of just how that's going to be, so I can actually get this video up tonight, actually. Yeah, because it's only 10 something. So I'm going to talk about my BB gun a little bit, kind of what this BB gun is kind of meant for, what it should honestly work for. And I actually did kill something with this. I killed a little mouse with this, so I kind of know how accurate it is and how good it is. I'm going to also talk about some of my favorite ammo too, because a couple of these there's a couple of these that are actually, in my opinion, a little bit better than other ones. I also did find out just how horrible hollow points are for shooting animals. When I shot that mouse, I might get demonetized for talking about shooting and probably talking about any sort of gun whatsoever. I could probably take and say at the beginning of this video, some stupid nonsense of disclaimer, this is educational purposes only or whatever, but I don't really care about none of that because hunting is frowned upon on YouTube anymore anyways, so it is what it is. Now we got all that out the way. I'm going to put in a couple pouches here and get into today's video. Hold on, y'all. Alright, now, first off, this is a BB gun, in case y'all didn't know about BB/pellet gun. So I got this little slide back here that, if you want to make it a BB gun, hold on, you slide this back, there we go. Like so, you put BBs into here, this thing actually slides open like so. Slide that back, flick that back, and it will actually bracket your BBs for you, and then you're pretty good to go. Now, I don't have no BBs in this, mainly because I don't know where my BBs are, for one, and for two, this thing becomes entirely too loud with BBs in it. I know it's a whole lot slower to take and load it with pallets, but I'm going to make a lot of noise while I'm loading it. I don't need to make noise while I'm trying to sit there and wait for a game to come. Because either way, I still got to cock it back, and then I still got to pump it in order to actually shoot it. Which, in order to pump it, you just take and do that. I do it about 15 times. I don't remember what the specs were on it, because I know one of mine was like 10, the other one was like 15 or something like that, I think it was. I can't remember. I sold two of mine, unfortunately. I'm really still a little irritated with that, but it is what it is. But this thing is called a Legacy. It's by Crossman. It's 1000 FPS. I don't know if y'all can take and see that or not. There you go. This is actually a really nice BB gun slash pellet gun. .177 caliber pellet and BB repeater. What the heck that's supposed to mean? Now, because I throw away instructions a lot of times when I get new BB guns and stuff, and so on and so forth. I can't remember what I was looking up about this gun, but I ended up finding out that it does say BBs, and the videos actually showed me, because I would have never thought to take a look down here for a BB slot, because, I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard to notice, because this thing actually slides open. It's even hard to notice on video, but as you can clearly see, there's this little guard thing in here. It goes boop, boop. I've had no issues with this thing. It actually, believe it or not, all three that I had, this one was my most accurate. I didn't shoot at very far range, very far distances, and that's just mainly because I don't have the land to do that. I normally like taking it as far as I can to be able to take and shoot it and take and see how accurate I can still be with it. I know I'm still a little bit rusty, it seems like, but I got a mouse the other day with this thing, and the mouse was actually running around, and it was a little field mouse, and I was able to take and nail it, so that's a good thing. And word to the wise, if you don't want mouse confetti, we'll call it the same time, as nice as possible on YouTube. If you don't want that all over the place, don't take and use hollow point pellets at all. It made that thing go pop. Confetti was everywhere. Now, with that being said, this thing is meant for small game hunting. I'm pretty sure I could take down some birds with this if I really wanted to. I'm not sure what exactly it's rated for. All I know is what I know, and that's a very dangerous way to have that. I'm going to put it back on my lap where it's safe. It's on safety, but you never want it to be too safe. Now, I got 3 different pellets to choose from in here. I don't remember if I talked about how much I talked about this gun in my one other video. Now I'm thinking about it, I did do a video on my gun survival kit. Oh. I want to take and show my favorite ones last. These are the hollow point ones. As you can take and see, oh, maybe you can't see because the stupid camera doesn't want to focus on it. You can take and kind of take and see that it's got that hollow shape on it, right there. The little dimple actually causes it to mushroom out whenever it makes impact with the target, which is actually nice, but also not nice. Might be better for hunting stuff with this that really is technically too big for to be hunted with this, but I don't know. Then we got these other ones that I mainly bought just because they look like they'll be good at penetrating, and they're also a brand I've had before and liked, and couldn't remember exactly why I liked them. I still can't remember why I liked them back then. Probably back then I thought they were cooler, but it's got this little orange tip on the end of it here. It actually doesn't seem to fly that straight, honestly. Now, on to my favorite one, though. And this one, I will take and say right off the bat, kind of looks like it's got some sort of plastic shell on the end of it. And then the actual end is lead. If you notice, it kind of looks like a little mini bullet. These are my favorite ones. They shoot the best, I've noticed. And they actually do some dang good penetration. And on top of that, too, because I do believe this one part is plastic. Yeah, because I can't scrape it all on my fingernail. Which would mean this is plastic because I can very easily scrape the lead. Actually, no, I can't. Is this even lead? I don't even know if this is lead. Oh, that's weird. I thought these were lead. It might not be lead. These could actually be the steel pallets. But needless to say, though, these are kind of just the three I have. I almost have my favorite ones just because they're my favorite ones. So I use them the most. Well, I did until Lawson bought me a whole new container and then found my old container that had my assortment in it. And so that's kind of just my whole take on that. I definitely am going to try to go squirrel hunting sooner than later. Just so way I can, one, a little bit of target practice, two, I eat squirrel, so it ain't like the meat is going to go to waste. I plan on trying to do my best to actually keep the fur off of it too as well. More than likely tan the hide, quite possibly just make some fur gloves or something out of it like that. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I possibly plan on keeping a couple of the skulls, maybe taking some for a buck a piece or something. I'm not sure yet. I do know that the squirrel population in my backyard is going to be decimated. Because I am a pretty good shot, I will have to take and say. Now, these things are pretty loud still, so fair warning you, even if you go hunt with a BB gun, you're still going to scare off a lot of the critters, so make sure when you take a shot, taking a shot at a good critter. Don't just shoot at a little small squirrel that ain't going to matter none. Or a possum, or whatever you're taking shooting with this thing. Now, if I had to guess, just because I see what this thing can do, metal sheeting, and that stuff is metal, and a lead pellet can go through it with this thing, and it makes a pretty good dent in my metal target. I would take an honest thing and say that I bet you 10 to 1 this thing probably get like raccoon, possum. Groundhog's a little tough, but I think if you hit it in the right spot, you'd probably be able to. And it could probably take down some birds too, honestly. I'm not sure what all it can take down. I will eventually do some more testing on that. I'm not going to go shooting an animal though with it that I don't plan on trying to kill. Because I do not want to wound an animal. I'd rather kill an animal. I shouldn't say that word. That's going to get me in even more trouble than taking the same. Talking about guns, unalive an animal. So if I take and go to taking ever use this on something bigger to take and see how big it can actually take down, I want to make sure I bring something else with me that will actually unalive, demonetize, say critter, so I'm not being cruel. But I do plan on eventually getting more of these again, like I had, and be able to actually have ones that are more powerful than this. Like I think the one was like 1700. I don't remember what the most powerful one is at Walmart, but I do know eventually I will get the most powerful one I can at least get at Walmart eventually, and quite possibly a couple other ones. I don't really want to go below 1,000 though. Just because if you think about it, 1,000 is actually right at that peak where you can still get small game. Anything below that is just kind of a 50-50 what you can get with it. And I don't want that at all. Now, there's a couple BB guns that eventually I'm going to get just for personal pleasure, but most of them I want to get for actual game. Whether it just be rodents or whatever the case may be. Now, to take and clarify though, the field mouse I killed, it was because it was in my shop, and I don't need vermins in my shop. I just had to put that one out there so y'all don't think I'm just going around killing field mice for the fun of it. No, it was in my shop, and I knew if I let it outside my shop and let it go, it would more likely end up back in my shop, and I don't want that. I don't want any chance of having any rodent droppings or feces or urine in my shop, because that will make you sick. And normally if you take and see one though, they all start coming in there. They all just start thinking it's a hangout, and that's not what I'm wanting to have happen. Now real quick, I'm going to talk about one other thing in this video before I call it an end. And there's more of a question than anything else, because I don't understand it. Now, I carry a multi-tool. Have for a long time. I think I can remember being a kid carrying one of these. I think I broke the very first one I ever had because I was stupid with it, but that is neither here nor there. And sometimes I like having a sheath with them. Sometimes I don't really care about it. It can get put in my pocket because it's got the little clip. But what I want to know is, what is the point of those people having like those pliers that's actually having a little leather sheath or wire cutters or whatever the case may be that I see so many people carrying on their hip? I would love to understand what the point of that is, because I've never needed one of those, and I worked on a farm before. I've done automotive work. I still do automotive work and construction work, and I've never seen a point of it. And I've seen a lot of automotive guys that can do it, it seems like. I mean, if y'all know something I don't, let me know, because I would really love to take and know what the whole deal is with that. Because as of right now, I do not understand the deal of it. But I think that's going to take an end for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of all my future uploads and every time I go live. And this has been Dixie Outlaw, and I'm signing off, y'all.